the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last year's national champions, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas A&M's offense will have the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. What players did you guys look for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead a team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Cummings. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Finding open areas. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, Dave.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's
he's got some space. And he was loose and not stuck until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and...
Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to sit.
Whoa. Too loud.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Calls his own number. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the field.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Davis looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds us back in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job.
Breaks into the open.
Oh,
Really good
funny.
job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Hard running there. Just gets it to the 28, pick up with 1. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Scanning the field, it's coming. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. So to be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's inside the 40, at the 20. And he the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Works the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Davis will throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Bolden finds his man on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Davis looking to pass. Got his man on the right. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's picked off. That's number 10. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Dropping back, it's Cummings. Punts it out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Nevada. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Coates. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Davis will throw. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And now they take the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see him just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch.
Oh, he's got some speed. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Davis looking to pass. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He stops at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
Oh!
Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think that pass play was simply designed to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing slow, Steve.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like,
breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They want to run it left here. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Davis will throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's close. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offense is stopped. Will be turnover on down.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And after taking a loss loss on that last run. A little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back, put the pressure on their own defense.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field here, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those guys, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Temple rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Texas A&M going quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's coming. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last 3rd down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on 4th down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the single back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he runs it in for the score.
quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who I'm throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking to throw, it's Cummings. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Personal foul. Look at the passer. Defense.
They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. The give on the option. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Lopez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down.
Offside for defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Cummings. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lopez. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang time.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Aggie! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Offense will use a timeout, 19 seconds left in the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State's behind with a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking,
Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
13. Number 17 on field goal.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive, great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.